Talking with Tarashuk is a variety show. It's a mixed bag, but a podcast. I do podcasts like this, where I'm teaching you about my journey in podcasting. I do a podcast with Christian, where it's unknown, unnamed nonsense. We have a giant random list of questions, and we have a lot of fun and say some silly things. Where I have another version of that podcast where I talk to professionals, I talk to my friends, I talk to athletes, I talk to authors, I talk to deadbeats and homeless people. That is a completely different aspect of all the same podcast. At the top, we'll be talking with Tarashuk, where I release all three of those branches. It branches out into a bubble. Think of like a pie, not pie chart, the bubble chart, right? So all those live under the nucleus. But also, I have an individual feed where I separate it. I organize it into a playlist where I talk with sports athletes. So if you listen to my podcast and you like my athletes interviews, or I'm talking about baseball or football, they're all right there for you. You don't need to be bogged down and annoyed by unknown, unnamed nonsense or talking about business and finance. You can just separate yourself from the pack. Or if you really like unknown, unnamed nonsense and you're a college kid and you like saying ridiculous things, you can subscribe to the unknown, unnamed nonsense feed and completely skip the baseball feed because you're a theater major. So the point of this is it is a way for you as a podcaster to organize your content like a YouTube playlist, and it's also an opportunity for your audience to pick and choose their path at what they want to listen to. Now, the benefit to that is all those downloads, it all adds up to one giant number. So your main feed, that main nucleus, might be a low subscriber count, but that's okay. That's by design. The business aspect might have a lot of downloads. That might be really, really popular. That's okay. That's by design. And the reason I will do that is because I will tailor and target ads to each and every single playlist. So say for the Talking with Tarashuk, the main feed, say it has 10,000 downloads a month, right? Those are people who listen to every single one of my verticals. They subscribe and like every single one of the bubbles. They are most likely to buy what I am selling. They are most likely to subscribe to a Patreon. They're most likely to buy this merch, which is actually real. You can buy this. They are most likely to support another podcast I shout them out on. That's fine. They are my hardcore listeners. Whereas the sports branch, Talking Sports with Tarashuk, they are more likely to buy, say it has 100,000 a month, they are more likely to buy ads from a sponsor. They are more likely to buy a Blue Chew ad. They're more likely to buy a MeUndies ad. They're more likely to buy sports supplements ads. So you advertise differently per feed. And you can do all of that from one account on one, by uploading one piece of audio to multiple different RSS feeds.